Hello everyone, this is Amualani. I am just starting the new season of TeamFight Tactics, or TFT for short. If you are joining me, these are just my thoughts on how to learn the new season. This is how I learned how to play in the first place, and this is just how I learn. This is more for people who have maybe been overwhelmed trying to get into Teamfight Tactics and are unfamiliar with it at all. Alright, so this is the carousel. Everybody gets to pick a champion. Those are the guys in the middle, and all the champions have items. Now in this case, all the items are the same as you can see. This little yellow thing is called a spatula. Very cool. This is our board. These are not other players, these are called NPCs. You can drag and drop on any of the hexagons on the board. I wasn't quite fast enough. There's a timer up here at the top that tells you when to place your champs. And now we have, this timer is counting down. This kind of tells us how much time we have left to kill the minions. It speeds up if everybody kills the minions fast. So you can click, you can drag, you can move them around. Let's see here, what did I get? Warlord Sharpshooter. Alright. I'm just kind of buying some guys at random. I'm going to wait until we get a green champ down here. It'll be a green border. They'll cost 2 gold. And then I'll start looking at what we have. Alright. Oh, we have a Warlord here. So Warlord Keeper, Warlord Vanguard, and Dusk Vanguard. Enlightened. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go center everything around Garen here. He's a Warlord Vanguard. So what I want to do is down here, I want to be looking for anything that has the keywords Warlord or Vanguard. So like here we have, Jarvan has Warlord. And over here we have, this guy's got Vanguard. And we're going to go ahead and, Vanguards are very tanky, so I'm going to go ahead and stick them up front. Over here on the left, it'll show you what you have in play. We have 2 of the Vanguard, so this is the only bonus we have going right now. But the Vanguards, because I've got 2, they get 100 extra armor, which makes them good up front as a tanky unit to absorb some of the damage from other players. This is our first round against somebody else. As you can see, he's sitting over here. You can see kind of items that he has. This is his board, and you can see what champs he's going. Now, I'm not very familiar with the champs. I don't know what they look like. These champs are based on skins in the game League of Legends. And I'm not very familiar with all the champs or all the skins yet. So this is all kind of brand new for me. That's why I'm just going to focus on one thing, and I'm going to learn Garen today. So, like I said, he is a Vanguard, so he gets the bonus 100 armor. I'll talk about that later. Okay, so I've talked about the Vanguard. He gets the bonus 100 armor. Now let's go look at Warlord, and I'm going to look at it over here on the left. because once combat starts, he'll be moving around and it'll be harder to kind of read all of his stuff. So I'm going to look at it over here on the left. So warlords have bonus health and spell power. Each victorious combat they participate in increases the bonus by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Okay, so we want to get this stacking. At 3, they get a bonus of 200 health and 20 spell power that can stack up to 5 times. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we really want to get that going, which we will this next round. Now, every round, this is our experience. Every round we get 2 experience for free. Enlightened. So again, I'm looking for Warlord or Vanguard. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing it. But now we can get... So now we've got our 3-piece Warlord, so that will actually start stacking. So, victorious combat, so we need to win 5 times in a row for it to stack up to 5 times. Okay. Now, let's look at somebody that's not on the board here. Okay, so Jarvan is a warlord, which is why we're looking at him, and we do have one on the board. This green bar here is his hit bar. So he's got 600 hit points. He's just a 1-star unit. 1 star is when you buy just one of them. Now, if you buy 3 of them, they will combine into a 2-star unit, which will increase all of their stats. This blue bar is the mana. He starts with 60, and then when he gets up to 120, he gains mana just by attacking. When he gets up to 120, then he can cast his ability. His ability is down here, and we'll look at that here after. So because I'm focusing on Garen, I'm going to go for more defensive items. The defensive items are going to be... I really want that chest plate. Well, actually, no, I want the spatula. But so that this chest plate here, this is called a Negatron cloak, which gives magic resist, and then a belt, which is this one over here, up at the top right. So those are kind of the more defensive items, and that's kind of what I'm going to want to put on Garen, making him a little tankier, making it so that he can take more damage. Okay, so he's a cultist assassin, so we're just going to go ahead and sell that. And what this does is the double spatula, as you can see, when you go to add an item to another item, they combine into a full item. And it tells you what it'll combine into before you actually do it. This one will increase my maximum team size by 1, which I'm going to do. We're also going to sell him. And then looking down here, and we don't have anything. So we're going to go ahead and just stick another Jarvan on the board. Alright. So we'll go ahead and look at Thresh. He is a Vanguard, which is he's the one that's giving our Garen the Vanguard buff. He's also Dusk, which we don't have the Dusk, but if we get another one, all allies gain 20% spell power. Ooh, that'll be good. So maybe if we see like a Dusk Sharpshooter or a Dusk Keeper, we can grab them so that we can get 2 more buffs going. And that's kind of the idea, is you build, you get different buffs. Let's see here. Warlord Vanguard. Oh, that's our Garen, so very nice. Alright. So I'm going to go back here and look at the Thresh a little more. So Thresh has 700 hit points. He starts with 50 mana, and at 100 mana he can cast his ability. This is his ability here. He throws his lantern to the lowest health ally, shielding them and nearby allies against 250 magic damage for 4 seconds. Now that purple symbol, I know it's magic, but so the purple symbol there, that's magic. If you see a brown symbol, that's going to be physical damage. Now the other thing to look at is if you look at the bottom right, currently the 250 is highlighted. That's how big the shield amount is. If I get him up to 2-star, that'll be the middle amount, which for 450. And then you need to get 3 2-stars combined to get a 3-star, and that's when you get the very right amount. And that's those guys typically tend to hurt. Okay, so we are looking for Warlord. Here's the Dusk Sharpshooter, so nice. So we're gonna do that, and I'll explain that aspect in a second. So, because I was able to put the Dusk Sharpshooter in, that gave us both the 2-piece Dusk and 2-piece Sharpshooter bonus. Now the Sharpshooter bonus, they attack and spells ricochet to nearby enemies, dealing reduced damage. 1 ricochet with 65% reduced damage. So nice. So we can put more of our damage type items on those guys. And now, so you'll see here at the top left how it's showing 2 stars. Buying this one will give me my 2-star Nidalee, which is very nice. And then we have 2 Warlords here, and another Nidalee. Warlord Brawler. Brawler is another frontline. They get extra hit points, so it's just kind of like all more damage. Now I'm going to go ahead and Divine Vanguard. Okay, so we do want to grab him. We get up to 6-piece Vanguard. That's 500 armor. That's a lot. All right. So now let me kind of explain some of this other stuff here. Whew. So he had, this one had that pink thing, which means that when you buy him at 2-star, and it also gives them, it's the set mechanic. Chosen champions will not appear in your shop. They give +1. So it gave me, I'm at 5 Warlords when I only have 4 Warlords on the board. So it gives you +1 to one of these stats, and it'll show you when you scroll over them which one it gives the +1 to. So here it says it gives it to Warlord. So if that's the case, we may want to look for another Keeper to give him the Keeper buff. At the start of combat, they grant themselves and all but nearby allies a shield. All right, so the gold, this is how much gold you get. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking for Warlord and Vanguard. Which, if that's the case, how many Vanguards are there? You can scroll over Vanguards to see how many different ones there are. So there's 6. You know, we may want to go more for Keepers rather than Vanguards. Okay, so the gold, you'll notice you get passive income of 5 per round, and then the interest max 5. I'll show you what they're talking about. Here on the left, I have 4 of these gold blobs, and I just got the 5th one. You can see he's got 2 empty ones. You get +1 interest per which one of those you have, and you get one of those for every 10 gold you have. Okay. So the crit and dodge item is usually pretty good. I'm gonna grab it. So once you get up to 50 gold, there's no benefit in not spending your gold after that. Since I like getting the 5 gold from interest every round, I will not be dropping below 50 gold now. But now I'll be spending my gold every round. And I'll show you how you can spend it when we get back to our main. Alright, so we don't have any Vanguards, we don't have any Warlords. So there are 2 ways you can spend your gold. You can spend 4 gold to get 4 experience, which you do want to be doing this a little, but since I've been saving up all this time and I don't have many 2 stars on the board, I'm going to refresh a couple times here. Okay, and there's our Thresh. And, ooh, nice, Ninja Keeper. That'll give us the 2-piece Keeper buff on our Jarvan. So I'm going to go ahead and stop. Yes, I could spend the 2 to re-roll, but then I'd be at 50 and I don't want to drop below it if I get anything. So I'm going to go ahead and stop re-rolling right there. He also has the 5. He's also ahead of us in experience. He's level 6. We're only level 5. Oh, Tom Kench is what? We can go ahead and get rid of him. And we're going to go ahead and give him red buff as well. Oh, it does something different now. Oh no, it does the same thing. They just changed what actual item it upgrades into. Okay. So, I'll explain the items here next round. I'm going to go ahead, dump a little into experience. So again, I'm just looking Warlord Vanguard. Well, actually, I should really... I don't know if we're going to go for 6-piece Vanguard or not at this point. We'll go ahead and put the Ninja Keeper in. That gives our Jarvan... That gives us the Keeper buff also, as well as the... So the Keeper buff... Oh, sorry, I'll stay on it. Start a combat, they grant themselves and all nearby allies a shield for 8 seconds. This shield is 50% stronger on Keepers. So it just helps absorb some damage. And then the ninjas, they gain plus 50 attack damage and 50% spell power. Alright. Oh, well, that'll help. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a double crit glove item on Garen. That just gives him an extra 20% chance to dodge, which as your front line is going to be really good. Let's go ahead and read Garen's ability. He spins his sword for 4 seconds, dealing magic damage to nearby enemies and reducing incoming magic damage by 80% over the duration. So he is getting a definite buff. So plus 20% spell power. And plus 20 spell power there. Alright, come on, Jarvan. Yeah, yeah! The rest of the gold is win-loss streak. We just won for the first time here, which is why it's a red number. You get 1 for each win for the first 2 or 3 wins. Then if you win 4 times in a row, you get +2. If you win 5 times in a row, you get +5. If it's a loss, then it's going to be a blue drop there instead of red. Okay, just looking at... Gonna go ahead and I want to get the 6-piece Warlord buff. So now they get plus 450 health and 40 spell power. So we'll still just get 1 extra gold from that. And you can see your total income for the round will be +9. I wish I knew if one of those was Warlord. But in general, I want the tanky item. If I'm going for 6-piece Vanguard, I'm going to need it. Ooh, that would have been a good item to get going for the Aatrox. Shoot. Well, that's alright. Alright, so here's our Jarvan here. As you can see, we have another 2-star Jarvan on the board here, and then we've got a 1-star Jarvan. So we need just 2 more Jarvans to get him up to 3-star. Now, this percentage is for level 7, so our percentages of getting a white card down here are 19%, green is 35, blue is 30, purple is 15, and yellow is only 1%. So the purple, as you can see, costs 4, 3, 2, 1 as you kind of go down. So this is the cheapest casting cost on the left up to the most expensive, which is 5. Or not casting cost, but... and hey, there is our gold. Very nice. So, let's see here. He's got kind of a slow attack speed. We could do a Rage Blade on him, but with that slow attack speed, I don't know. We might want to try to put something else on him. So I'm going to kind of wait until... So up here, it tells you which round you're coming into. These double sword ones are all the PvP rounds, where you're fighting against other actual players. This one is the carousel, this kind of round one that looks like a cog a little. That's the carousel where you pick a champion that has an item. And then these are the NPCs that drop the loot orbs, which will give you items, gold, or champions. There we go, finally got a 3-star of our vein. This should also be the... Let me see the picture on the next round, but this should also be the final round with the half items. From now here on, we should be getting the full items. So... Okay, so we really do need to kind of stick these guys in the back with... give them a shield. So, Warlord, Fortune, and Assassin. We'll see if she winds up going in or not. Do a little re-rolling this round instead. Warlord. So we're only going to have room for 2 more, so we really want it to be a couple of Vanguards. Honestly, it's probably going to be not Wukong, since he is just a 1 casting cost, which means we're also not going with her. Okay. So that makes this easy. Alright, so now we've got, and we will be putting Kennen back in, we just need to get up to level 8. So now we've got the 4-piece Vanguard, so they each get 250 armor. They're really going to be soaking up some damage. We may need to stick him back in there. I think we need that shield. The keepers are the ones that give the shield. I like these double crit glove items. Especially early on when you don't really know a champion yet. It takes some time to learn what all the different skills are, what's going to be best on them. These double crit gloves items give they give 2 additional items at the beginning of each round, so that just makes it very, very nice. We're going to go ahead and put that on Aatrox. Yeah, and Cannon needs to go back in. They've increased the amount of experience needed for level 9. Ooh. So if you want to get to level 9, each level allows you to put another champion out on the board. If you want to get to level 9 and have 9 out, looks like the only way to do it now is you need to maintain that 50, get up to 50 gold and maintain it for the extra 5 gold interest every round. Ooh, Warlord, Keeper, Emperor. So we are going to go ahead and grab him. So there are 2 Warlord Keepers, very nice. Go ahead and sell him. Okay. So this is the other Warlord Keeper, Azir. He has the 5 cost. Calls forth a wall of charging soldiers from behind him, dealing 320 magic damage to and slowing all enemies hit for 4 seconds. Enemies close to him are knocked back. We'll have to finish reading here in a sec. All enemies further away are knocked up for 2 seconds. So very nice. I think... Oh, that's nice. It shows you with the keepers who all is going to get the shield. I'm doing a little less rerolling here just because I want to get up to level 9. Because that will get me back to the 4-piece Vanguard buff. I think I may move him here. That's nice. Those are just a nice little shield. Protect those sharpshooters from the assassins. Now the sharpshooters, I don't know if I scrolled over that. They attack and spells ricochet to nearby enemies. Ricochets. So that's just really nice. And my Nidalee, I equipped her with... Oh no, wait. Keep her. Alright, and very nice. There's our 4-piece Vanguard back. So Nidalee got equipped with a Hurricane. Her basic attacks firebolt at another nearby enemy, dealing 75% of the wearer's attack damage and applying on-hit effects. These bolts can critical strike. So she's already attacking extra people, and her shots can ricochet. So that's just a very nice item for her. This person has two 2-stars. You see they've got the gold here on the left. That means they're 3 stars. Alrighty. We are fighting for first place here. Honestly, probably second is what we're going to get. I'm looking to get some 3 stars here. Very nice. That'll give us a 3-star purple right up front. The 3-star purples are quite a bit more powerful than our other 3-star is green. Now this guy gives us a full item, which is nice. He also will drop probably 2 gold loot orbs. And by that I mean they'll be white, but they'll drop gold. Oh, it dropped a champ. Alright. We also got our Sejuani up there, so very nice. Okay, this gains the Warlord trait. Sure, why not? Which means we could almost get to 9-piece Warlord with that. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go look at our gold Aatrox here. No, that's gold Jarvan. There's the gold Aatrox. His ability, he pulls 5 of the farthest enemies hit. I'll look at it again here in a sec, just need to go through the gold. So he pulls the 5 of the farthest enemies toward himself, then slams the ground in front of him, dealing 1500 to all enemies hit. Wow, so he does a lot. And took first place, very nice. Last man standing. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, it helps me out. And if you like the channel, please subscribe.